almost say almost kofa picture be, and the picture is supposed to be Nana say Oforiatta the first. Nobody has a book nim. They say almost almost say a chem for beji or minor fa into almost far picture no. Two kind book now. Almost says our group picture way a book nim, and according to them, this group picture is supposed to be Nana say Oforiatta. Mr. Mo. February 1st, 1896, exiled Prempeh the First and his retinue arrived at Cape Coast. Nana Prempeh the First, and then the poundful in Fonini, and so NDC for and the aquashe book say book and another danko kufa den nebusia for Troy no. Omo nim, omo hire, and omo nim asanteman hine. So mistake omo ye is omo year book no omo paper omo huninti. They couldn't find a picture of Nana Oforiatta the First. No mo kofa picture wo Google. Nana say Prempeh the First. No mo di be shemu. Na wo gidi say Nana danko kufa den nebusia tro booka. Na some person mo de Nana say Oforiatta ba book ni mo a. On back of Nana say Prempeh picture on be mistake. Wo gidi. Some be mistake because the NDC were cooking this and they didn't know, they didn't have a picture. Omo nim sa picture wenti. They put a wrong picture in place of Nana say Oforiatta and they are telling us that we should believe it. A book that has Nana say Prempeh the First as Nana say Oforiatta is supposed to be a book written by Nana say Oforiatta and his family.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
And clearly, there was a 2017 book that was completely different. That book was a compilation of electronic propaganda. Omo kafa na nado dan kweku fo adon. Eno mo twen ya ye do 2020 no. Ena niema esisi dada no. Omo kan ni nyina bo mu into a book. And I'm afraid book no AGYAPADEE, and the reason why they call it AGYAPADEE was because Tama na sa AGYAPA project ne baso no propaganda mo de fa mu ne say Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ene nebusia for airfa Ghana gold nyina akọ. And asa AGYAPA project ne be a very popular term in Ghana. Somebody the title of the book. This book na 37 pages. The very first one omo year in 2020 no. Enti if you work on no bibia ba na omo de akohyem. Bibia ba no but enti asem ni sie na anase nkomodie ni start say ekosoa no mo kan stories na no ma revise from the share book nim na you see esa say we dey kan hu book no ba ko bi e painti so won sa screenshot na o ma second won na say hey enti we so book nim enti na beti dey bi mu ka say oh na book no say yen trompo a say dey wo mu bia no esisi enye no kre the fact of the matter ni say open ne kofa any of the books na kan wo be mu say content ni bia what 37 ni mu no any 38 pages ni mu third version about current one no the 39 pages asam ni see ya no ma update no ma put it and no out but esa ni say wo kan book ni nyina completely nti wunya hu person oh sa dey we nti na we so wo book ni without really comparing book no ye book and another Danko Akufo-Addo na busu afọ na Troya anka 2017 version no should be the one that we should see being implemented. How come 2017 someone mo try no emu bia mem until 2020 there na e be tro in summer SCC between 2018 and 2020 in summer SCC between 2018 and 2020 nkoa and a wo book nim 2017 there bibia sa enim. That is why I tell you say assembly sia no ma for no dia shem no ma share. It is never true say whatever is in the AGYAPADEE book is being implemented. Rather it is what has already happened. And no more distribute. And that is why each of the versions are kind. You realize that some of the information that is the reason why it's happening that way. There are 4 versions of this book. And some part of the book right Obi article awakotro. Professor Kwekwaza article awatro. No trauma CD no. Omo fani nyina word for word no mo share book nim na mbisa mo question na Akufo-Addo ba mu e no throw book 2017 and so otumi hu say Professor Zabe throw article 2019 e ma ne fa Professor Zabe article no throw in 2019 no e she 2017 book man. How does this even make sense? Opa kokan page 33 okan page 33 ya obe mu say Professor Stephen Kwekwaza book na ne article no Troye it was Center for Democratic Development. So almost for the whole article, omo nja ba akumpo. almost for the whole article no mo de share book nim na book na na danko ku for the nebusu for try say o de be chekere o man no e ba ne sen e na sa book no etumi ade a Professor Kweku Azaa etro so many years after March 13 2020 March 13th 2020 the wa he nyina mo kan nyina yi book ni mu page 33 the one page 33 of the book ni nyina no eya ade a Professor Kweku Azaa na troye to online March 13 2020 omo copy ni nyina no mo share book ni mu na na do tro book no March 13 2020 na book na NDC for say na na do implement no e ba ne sen na the year 2020 article Professor Kweku Azaa tro no ni nyina e be find itself in the book everything verbatim word for word omo yi ba akokra free ho omo say the GATT Amalgamated Trust received 800 million from government to ensure that ADB Prudential Bank NIB were able to meet the minimum capital requirements set out by the Bank of Ghana. These banks are either government when you know book them and you be a banking sector cleanup no ye nemrebe book I will say a strategy obi ba abemu watchro or they running on minor supposedly a blueprint document or they running on minor. How did you get to know about 800 million specifically that was given to Amalgamated Bank? Almost decided way a share book. That is why when you go to the second version of the book, immediately a Bank of Ghana a release the idea way on the 4th January 2019. Resources from GATT will be used to recapitalize the two state-owned banks to help drive and promote. Share book page 33. No, but page 33. And book also will be actually a strategy I will implement. The person says the Ghana Amalgamated Trust received. It's another babemu. No strategy. But one trust strategy this we'll do 2020 no and try all trust. These are all stories a see banking sector cleanup 2018 2019 stories. AC year in a 2020 share book and let me show you. This is the book. Cover page of the book. Please, can you open the PDF file of the book for me? The cover page of the book has the date. Please open the PDF file of the book for me. The cover page of the book has the date of the year of the book. AD 2020. AD 2020. AD 2020. That is where you can find Sir FN saying book no. And then when you open this book, great. Okay. This is the date of the book. AD 2020. AD 2020. It means that it is established. Say this version of the book was written in 2020. This version of the book was written in 2020. How is anybody convinced that a strategy book was written at the end of somebody's tenure? How does it even make sense? How does it make sense? A strategy book that has articles of people. A strategy book that has news from online portals. How does this even make sense? But we are speaking about this today because your former president what in another to adiewemu fake and the party for ye and I support it. Fake document. Completely fake document. Now okay I say book ni dey ABA fake and so niam wo mu ni nyina ne dey aban no implement it. What is true is that niam wo mu ni nyina niam SCC because ye banking sector cleanup. It is our true book in 2020. Now the banking sector cleanup shibwa munye because they see that. Munye because they see that. Ofa book na in fact in seminar affair na esi no omofa normal update no dey shame into kofa previous version of the book sa in seminar esi and no dey shame no with the previous document. You see it only in the current document. In fact some of them they omo share book ni nyina o eya no be twa book no one page bi no the red pen afa ho no ma share but esa say ya kan book no ye ho painti and no what 2020 say oh na say the book ni mu nyina no eno na ebe mu no. I can dare you go and pick the book and tell me one thing that is in the book NCA abem. Every single thing that happened between 2017 and 2020 is what is in the book. Adia bia NC wo book ni mo no. NC between 2017 and 2020 in here. So it hasn't happened. But the book is simply a compilation of things that have happened between 2017 and 2020 stories. Bank of Ghana stories. Individual person stories or matro. No more their beshem. Niama akoso dada. News portals are reporting. No more copy. No more their beshem book. How are you telling anybody that this is a strategy document? Listen. Omucho book no. Second version somewhere in 2020. Now, idea bia was that 2020 book in BBAC between 2017 and 2020. There is not a single incident a book in my SCA between 2017 and 2020. There are SC bia in 2024 2023 no any book in him a update on my ya so far first version now you will not see the current matter in that version. Every other thing they said never happened and nothing of such has actually happened. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ene gabi otreda akoni MPP etro book ama MPP a on best spell Kwadwo Oponkroma din sei Kwadwo Oponkroma na akwala awoje subscribe to me spell Kwadwo Oponkroma din a onye mistake. But you see, because we try and throw, because we yenda enti ahopepere enti Kwadwo Oponkroma no ni din kwa we hu tro mo say is Kwadwo o mo say we make Kwadwo Oponkroma minister for communications minister and you be Kwadwo Oponkroma communication minister ade na mo ka say a perfect document bibia ekoso no anya Kwadwo Oponkroma communications minister because he see ya no makofa mo don pechina me yi Kwadwo Oponkroma kwa that ministry mbo wan say another version of the book aba no ma trouble foforo in the next government 2021-2024 government has already convinced Nana to move Kwadwo Oponkroma to the communications ministry to continue the clampdown on the opposition as well as not too friendly radio and television stations. He is already excited about this promise on two grounds. He will be deemed to remain one of the loyalists for the future. Secondly, that ministry has one of the richest, hence a conduit for him to increase his. Nyase biye nim. Osha, buafonu kra nye. Buafonu kwa mricho book nye de. Buafonu mricho book na ngasakra nye de. Ubaketua or what's free senior high school SHS 1 kra no. O kan buafu we say adwin na deep buafonu eche no kra nti. E ma buafonu ye de. Kwadwo Oponkroma didn't say this pele no. Nti MPP4 any friend say na Dankwa Akufo-Addo betro friend say Kwadwo Oponkroma di no mati Kwadwo Oponkroma ni odaso e wo ban nim onye communications minister or a minister for works and housing or ye afuase ye before member of parliament ni di say ni spell no. Bank of Ghana report e bae Bank of Ghana release report no Bank of Ghana release ya no mo faye no mo de share book nim no mo share book no. How do you write a book in 2020 and compile stories and incidences between 2017 and 2020? About the same outro book in 2020. Now compiling your ACC between 2017 and 2020. Now the share book. Now for anytime there BBC no akwa update. Over 3 versions of the book am saying different. Ebi wo ha esi na e wo current version nim. Wo hwe previous version nim. Enti sabe madaroma. Nipa na mo so mo book no ma bin to mo tumi implement bibia no. Enti mo nim nyansa. First one leak here. Second one leak here, third one leak here. Aba. 2017 dey na mucho ye no. Ba kumpo ni wa bem. It is only the 2021 am compile ya. Modern crowd stories in online portal share no. Na modern am say everything is being implemented. I dare anybody to bring me the book. Let us sit down, pick all the 3 versions and prove to me which of the things in the book are NDC here SC. It's not there. Everything in that book is what has happened. And now when it happens, then they will update and share. That is why there are 3 versions of the book, apart from the 2017 one. Not a single thing in the 2017 version has happened. One impo, any 2017 in see. 2020, they no more cast stories in the bomb. No more they actually, what kind we are. I say, hey, where is here? But you see, you assume say book near 2017 or much on 2020. And nunti in a banking sector cleanup. Because banking sector cleanup, and see 2016, number 2017 book. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Now, I feel here, 2017 book, no, okay, almost say, Kanoforiata ne bedi na another Dankwa Akufo-Addo adie. Into the omu ye nyina no, strategy omu de Kanoforiata eba be president. Edu 2020 version omu ye no, 2020 version no. I feel almost say the in the 2020 I'm say the person of northern origin should be the heir apparent. Omo tron to say Nana Danko Akufo-Addo na iron strategy bi. Enti Dr. Bawumia nya ba ya running mate na obuku ni mo. Why in the way party mu a as at 2020 on to me predict say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was going to be the flag bearer of this party. Why? E see ya no mo dey shame. E shame pe no mo take screenshot. No ma cycle. Say na ya mo screenshot no. Say. Enti say we e ba na say ni previous version ma say no mo ye no. No ma share we. Nto mo share we sana. Na wo kan we ya because we dey who book ne ba ko that say but I can tell you who cover the previous version now can you say we enim. You realize that eno enim. As for Alan Chamati, I think I've read this already. So 2017, my prediction was that Alan will be the flag bearer. 2020, we say I'm fana afede. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the obvious choice, you know. You know, we update book, you know. You know, we say a person of northern origin will be say, and then when you see it, you say, oh, at the end of the day, your friend is saying, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia befa, na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo that plan a book that complete falsehood. Complete fabrications. Almost and na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo plan say obe shut down radio stations be NDC for no wa join their MPP but radio station ba ko NDC ni dia ya shut their MPP. Mention one. But let it happen tomorrow. They'll go and pick it and put it in the book. Omo kaya say Nanado MTN everywhere you go. Omo kaya say Nanado ebek go MTN. Meanwhile, the same people are moving around saying, say, Nanado protect MTN. Omo kaya kase Nanado, ebegu MTN. Omo kaya can say, yeah, PDS assemble. ECG PDS assemble pe. No mo edit book no mo di PDS shame. And when you go and take the second version of the book, PDS in him. But the third version, it has PDS. Meanwhile, PDS, Nanado in the trap PDS. Mustafa Hamid in our essay, and ebu bie no wa no kreba akompo ewum. It is quite obvious this whole book of AGYAPADEE omacheche no a complete fabrication of the NDC. And idea omo ye was so enuti nene omampeni nankasa former president Mahama nankasa enso ekebi no. Nanka yasemo a nkobi a wadi omampeni de insem bi say misinformation and disinformation bi say de won fa wano entum anka disinformation and misinformation say there inka won for one ntum but on enei ordinary tum eko kan ya ka wo ye friend say the campaign to say ade ne de empo ti da kai o say empo say book na ye fake cry de wo mu ne de it is all being implemented mo boss video ne ma me mesrem quickly na fan wrap it up.
Recently there was an issue about a document called AGYAPADEE. They said it's fabricated. But even if it's fabricated, the implementation is not fabricated. Because everything that is written in that document has been implemented. So if really somebody sat and fabricated that document, then the person can really...
And my former president, no? Ye nyina former president. Obia former president. Odi atroy hene, your Mahama. Odi atroy hene John Mahama ono ne bi na no kan say politics there about one breast wa the abeke bi obeti say nipa dwe no beka entro na the film ogina campaign trail e mo no so ka misinformation and disinformation say book ni mpo na ye fake. Everything in the book is being implemented. I dare one person to come. Let us sit down and pick the 4 versions of the book from 2017 to the version 137 page, version 238 page, version 830, version 339 pages. Which of the things are in the book? Now mo diagana for obianje copy. Niye said the old book be a basic beam. And yes, see ya no more update.
Esanse omunni eye campaign message bia na se policy bia na obetimi e dia to Ghana fo tirimuti no. Omone nam anomu twantro propaganda ko fa book bi e de nenam se ye friend eye AGYAPADEE book ana mu twantro se eye na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ene na busua no omo kyro enwuma bi de to e kwan obefa so a Ghana AGYAPADEE no ebeba be ye omodia na sabi ojimifu mpo no timiye ojimifu mpo no obeye saade wi same me ne mebusua yewo epoboni bi efa eye oman Ghana ho na ye kunchiri ni nyina guru eye nkrata mu timie o ye kunchiri ni nyina e de agu eye nkrata mu me pa che se ya twiro ni nyina de agu nkrata mu ye twiro wie ya na ye kuro ya yewo eye adwenbone efa Ghana fo ho ye di suma sidwa ye plane ebo pobone ekwan ya ye de Ghana man be fa so sabi ye kuro ya se atwa ye ho ye sai busua no ye kuro ya ye twa ye ho atwere ho bu e de aba beto mframa mu se Ghana fo nkenkan sai buku wi na we eye japade ana na do danko kufuado ene achim ebusua no oma plan e de afa Ghana na sebi ojimi fo mpo e be sa de wi sebi ojimi fo mpo a wajimi a wonim nyansa mpo no obe sa de wi e mo ana sebi muni campaign message ana mo ana mo keka mo church